Hi everyone, I am finally back with a new review, and this one's going to be a bit different. Instead of webcomics and novels, this time I am also going to start doing anime and manga reviews. Now to start off this new review, I'm going to be talking about Bungo Stray Dogs. One of my most favorite animes and manga ever. And when it comes to Bungo Stray Dogs, I feel like it's actually a bit underrated because I don't see it gain much love, to be honest. But we could talk about that some other time. Now let's just jump right into this review. Let's start off with the plot. The story is actually really amazing. It has wonderful characters, good music, and when it comes to the story, it starts off not slow, I guess to say. Just something to work to know the characters, I guess. That's how it starts off with. We get to know our main character and the other characters he joins in with. But then, as the season goes on, it starts to I won't say getting dark, I would say more getting, I guess, serious? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about each season with, only little info because I don't want to spoil a lot. So I'm going to try to talk about each season with only a little bit of info of each one on what they're about. Okay, let's just start off with season 1. Season 1 starts off with a boy named Atsushi. I hope I'm saying his name right. I am not good with names. Everyone already knows that. He gets kicked out of his orphanage, but he ends up joining a detective agency after discovering he has an ability that turns him into a were-tiger. And while in season 1, we get to see him interact with the other members and what their abilities are while they're solving cases. And at the same time, we get to meet the Port Mafia, which is basically an underground type of group that I guess handle as more intense type jobs or get jobs from the underground. And season 2 is basically the agency and the Port Mafia going into a 3-way war with another group called the Guild. And we find out that the Guild is, I guess, after Atsushi. Yeah, this is basically just a 3-way war between 3 groups till the agency and Port Mafia decided to join up together for a little bit because they discovered that the Guild was kind of more of a threat to everyone. So they decided they had to get rid of the Guild together. While in season 3, it's just the agency have to face off against some insane man named Theodore, who basically to me is just basically a much more insane version of Dazai if Dazai went down the dark path more. And I'm going to actually talk about Theodore in a different video, so just look forward to that. Moving on. Now we're in season 4, which is basically the first part of season 4 and 5 are just together. What I mean by that is season 4 is basically the first part of the Decay of Angels. Basically, the detective agency take a case and they get framed for a crime they didn't commit. And they had to go on the run because almost everyone is coming after them. Well, not everyone, mostly just the authorities coming after them. And they had to go on the run. While they start getting chased by some group called the Hunting Dogs. And season 5 just picks up where season 4 left off. While they're on the run, it's just the Decay of Angels, since that was their plan, getting the detective agency framed for something they didn't do, so they could be out of their way, and the Decay of Angels could continue their plan. So basically, it was just the Decay of Angels in season 5 having the upper hand, while the agency are trying to fix all the bad things going on everywhere in town, in the city, and everything. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it off for each season, only with a little bit of info of each one because I don't want to spoil a lot and go into detail of each one. If you're interested to know what each season is about and what the whole story goes into, which it does follow, it starts off slow and then starts getting into some nerve, picking up each season. It does follow the main plots. But if you want to know more, I would recommend watching the anime because I don't want to spoil everything, or reading the manga. It's your choice. Totally up to you how you want to do, what you want to do with the anime or manga. Up to you. Now, when it comes to the characters, I really like them. The characters are really well written, and learning about their abilities and where their abilities are based off of is really interesting. And even though some of the characters are well written, there are a few I just don't like. And some people who already know who I am already know which character I don't really like. But I will get into detail about that in a different video. Anyway, like I said, all these characters are really interesting to this anime, that how we got to learn some of their past and why some of them joined the Port Mafia, why some of them joined the agency, and what is their reason for going on, what is their reason for doing all this stuff. And even the same thing with some of the villains. We got to know some their past and what they're after. And yeah, these characters are really well written in this anime and manga. They're just super well written, and that's why I like. Now, finally, let's end it off with the likes and dislikes. And now for the likes, I would say the art and the animation is amazing. The story, also, like I said before, is great, amazing. Loved it. Especially the little things when they brought into light novels. There are some things from the light novels they brought into the anime, such as what's it called again? The movie they made, which is based off the light novel, and some other little scenes from previous seasons, that are from the light novels or somewhere else that they brought in. And for the dislikes, I don't really think I have any. The only things that I wouldn't say really disliked or hated was, I wouldn't really say that stuff, but I kind of, there are some parts where, like, in the anime they changed up like a lot of things, like even from the anime or light novels, that they changed up some stuff, such as how one certain character said this, but in the anime they made it so differently, or some certain scenes that they made differently, or some certain scenes they did not add in or show. Were those things, I wouldn't say I hated those. I would just basically say that, like, I noticed them, but I kind of questioned them a bit, like why they do that, but it didn't really like affect me. Like, I just brushed it off because I was still glad that they're animating this manga and show. Well, it's now animated, but I was just more glad about that than the little changes they made. Even though I still kind of question the changes they made or things they did not add in or took out, I still kind of question them. But I'm still glad that they're making it more, creating it more animated, even though it's underrated a bit. So yeah, that's what I can really say about my likes and dislikes. Just what I like about it is all these characters and all the stuff they did for it, and dislikes, there's really just little details. I won't say it's really dislikes or hates, it's just things I noticed that he changed up, or a handful of things that he changed up, either like a little or a lot. Now, before I end it off, there's even one thing I kind of want to talk about. I guess this falls in, I don't know where this falls in, but I can't say it falls in dislikes or likes, but there's one thing that I kind of want to talk about is how the anime got really caught up with the manga, and now basically the anime only watchers and the manga readers are all in the same boat right now, and we have no idea what's gonna go on. I don't want to say this is a like or dislike, it's just I felt that season 4 and 5 kind of went like quick. I did kind of see how like when I went back and read the manga and all this, it felt like most of the chapters weren't as long. It's okay, but it's like they went really quick when it came to season 4 and 5. They got caught up really quick, and now it's like no one knows what's gonna happen. We are all in the same boat right now. The anime only watchers and the manga readers are in the same boat. We have no idea what's gonna go on. We just have to wait and see what happens next. Especially when after, I guess little spoiler, after they defeated the leader of the Cave Angels in the end of season 5, 2 hours pass, we just see Atsushi getting attacked 2 hours later by some random person, and then Atigawa had to show up, and it ends with them just fighting this person. It's like, what just happened? Who the heck is this? Like, what's going on? There was like so many things that was going on in the final episode for season 5 that I don't know. I didn't know what to say. Now again, we all had to wait because the new chapter comes out November, while the anime I haven't heard any details or any news about it, so I don't know. We're just all stuck. We're all stuck right now. Anyway, I guess sorry about that little outburst, I guess, but I guess this wraps up the little review I wanted to talk about. I hope to see you all in the next one.